We are in Bellagio Lake Como, and in this video we're gonna be talking about how far your money goes. How far does 100 US dollars go, or 95 euros? I was missing a 5. Let's go. We just spent the last 4 days with our family here in Lake Como exploring Bellagio, Menaggio and Varenna, and I want to share with you exactly what it costs to visit.
We're in Lake Como.
Eat.
Grazie.
And explore your way through this beautiful region.
You have to do this.
We'll talk about accommodations, transportation, boat rentals, coffee and pastries, lunch, dinner, groceries, shopping, but we'll start with accommodations. We stayed in Menaggio 3 years ago for our honeymoon, but this time we stayed in Bellagio. Well, a very fun 8-minute walk over the hill from Bellagio in the quaint little town of Pescalo. We stayed in an Airbnb for 3 nights and it cost us $894 total for the 6 of us, or $50 per night per person. $100 would get you 2 nights here. To explore the 3 towns, you are going to take the ferry. The cost for a day pass?
$15 per person.
Not $15.
15 euros.
$100 would buy you 6 days of all-day ferry passes, but you don't need 6 days. I would plan on 2 full days of hitting all 3 towns each day by ferry. Just check the schedule for the last ferry because they don't run 24/7 and you can get stranded. In Varenna, there's the historical Villa Monstera Botanical Gardens that you cannot miss. You should budget at least an hour or more time here. It's just absolutely beautiful and worth a visit. There is an entrance fee of about $9 to $15 per person depending on access level, so $100 would buy you about 6 to 10 people's entry. It's pretty steep, but parents paid. I know I complain, but it is worth every penny. We've done the gardens both times we visited, and we haven't been disappointed. It is just a nice, quiet, kind of a must-do activity in Varenna. On this trip, we rented a private boat through Bellagio Boat Rentals.
See there? And here you have the paper of the boat in case the police stops you.
Great price, great experience, and really a highlight of the trip. It was epic. So we rented a 40 horsepower boat for 3 hours. No license needed, insurance and fuel included for 200 euros, or $12 per person per hour. $100 bought half this experience, and it was absolutely worth it. This was a great way to get a different perspective of Lake Como. We ended up swimming out by Varenna and the Botanical Gardens. We then ventured almost 12 miles south to see the picturesque villas, like the Star Wars Villa Balbianello, as well as George Clooney's Villa Oleandra.
That guy right there, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but I mean, there's a bunch of other villas along the way down here that are much more spectacular.
It was just really cool having a boat for that little bit of time. I mean,
this is the absolute best. You have to do this.
Next up, food. Since we're here, let's just start with the picnic on the boat. 55 euros for 6 of us. We shopped at one of my favorite stores in Bellagio, Macelleria Salumeria Butti and Ricci. I probably butchered that, but essentially a cheese and meat shop.
How was lunch?
Very good. No big thing.
Amazing.
Just a tip, buy your water and your soda from a gelato shop. It'll be like half price, maybe 1.5 to 2 euros each. When it comes to breakfast in Italy, we subscribe to the espresso and pastry model. Just like you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey, no, in all seriousness, thank you for even watching this video. If you could please subscribe or like or share, all that is just so helpful because I just want to travel, and make more of these videos. Anyway, we typically do mornings at one of the lakefront hotels, which has about a 50-cent premium per item. Cappuccinos and espressos typically run about 2.5 to 3 euros each. Pastries were about 1.5 to 2 euros each, so about $5 per person per day. So $100? Buy 20 cappuccinos and 20 pastries. 20 breakfasts, not bad. Next up, gelato. My absolute favorite, and the prices aren't touristy. Every shop is between 2.5 and 3.5 euros for 1 to 2 scoops. 250 euros for 2 scoops gelato. This is so reasonable. I mean, $100 would get you 30 gelato stops. That's like the best way to spend your money, and that's pretty much exactly how I spent mine. This is how you end the day in Lake Como. Eating some gelato, listening to some live music, and watching the beautiful sunset here at the lake. Next up, restaurants. I'm going to try to go quickly here, but there's a lot to talk about. The prices here aren't crazy though. There's a lot in that medium price range. There's some really expensive stuff and some cheaper stuff, but it's mostly mid-priced. Like most places though, very rarely do the best locations have the best food. They don't have to rely on the food to draw people in. People will go regardless due to the location. Case in point, we ate at the perfect waterfront location at the Hotel Metropole 3 years ago and this trip, and we were underwhelmed both times. The pizza is like bar pizza from the States, and for the price, I just won't go here again. Candid Connor, what are your thoughts on the restaurant?
I hated the cover charge.
No.
I mean, really? $3 a person?
No, come on. Le Grotto had very good pizza and just very good service, but not good panna cotta. 6 coperta, $2.50. Pizza for $9.50. Not bad. In Varenna, we enjoyed a nice meal at Albergo del Sol Pizzeria in the square. It was slow service, some drama that actually happened, but good pizza overall. Feels like most restaurants are in that $10 to $15 a plate range.
All right, we ate them all. Sorry, cut.
Enjoy.
62 euros for that meal.
That's a good meal.
It's a great meal for 62.
When it was all said and done, $100 will easily buy you dinner and wine for 6 people in Lake Como. Like, it is just very reasonable. Next up, the main way people get into Lake Como is from Milan, and more than likely you're going to be renting a car. If you can, I'd recommend doing Lake Como carless. Both our cars were parked and not used at all for 4 days. We came directly from La Spezia and Tuscany before that, so we really couldn't avoid a car, but if you're flying into Milan Malpensa or Bergamo, I'd take the train into Lake Como. It will take between 2 to 3 hours and cost around 25 euros per person, so $100 will get you almost 2 round-trip tickets from Milan to Lake Como and back. If you do get a car, this is what to expect. Compact automatic car, $60 a day. This is the cheapest I could find. I went with the cheapest, the worst carrier, Noi Leggiari. I would avoid them at all costs. I just won't go through them again. It's sketchy. It's just not worth it. Pay the extra money for Europe car. Nice dent there. Nothing like a good old-fashioned cram of the luggage sesh.
It's kind of part of the trip.
Part of Italy. Gasoline in northern Italy was around 2 euros a liter when I was there, $8 a gallon. $100 in gas will only get you about 12.5 gallons. Ouch. As you can see, $100 goes a long way in Lake Como, and a 3 to 4 day visit to this beautiful region should be on everyone's bucket list. It is extremely affordable and absolutely breathtaking. But up next, how far does $100 go in Tuscany? I'll give you a hint. It goes even farther. Please subscribe if you like this video and want to support me traveling and making more videos like this. Your support means the world to me. Grazie mille. Ciao.